up, guys? It is Wednesday, which means it's Friday. And if you're new here, it's hard to explain. Today is technically my Friday due to my work schedule. Okay, so this next bit, how am I gonna do this? I don't wanna talk for long because I wanna go play basketball, but I felt like today was a good day to do this. So, So I've put this out there before on my channel before in my 50 Facts About Me video, but that's like, I don't even know how old now, like 2 years old, at least a year old, and it was before any of this daily vlogging started. So I have no idea if any of you in this audience who watch these daily vlogs, even though there's not many of you, know about this, but I have a disease. I am type 1 diabetic. I'm 27 now. And I was diagnosed when I was 22. I was diagnosed on Mother's Day, May 8th of 2011. So I've almost had this for 5 years now. The majority of my lifetime, the majority of my time spent on this planet has been as a normal human being. And now it's a lot different, not a lot the same. Definitely different though from my first 21 years or 21 and a half years of being alive. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that today because it's super nice out. It's getting warmer out. Want to play basketball, but a strange thing has happened to me today that happened the day I kind of realized there was something wrong with me. My legs today have been like cramping, and I basically like mismanaged my diabetes today a little bit. Not knowingly. I thought my blood sugar was a certain number and then it wasn't, so I ate something that I shouldn't have. Fun fact, a diabetic can eat whatever they want. So that was a bummer, and I kind of just found out about it. My body wasn't giving me the signals that I had blood sugar, and unless you test your blood sugar, you don't know where you stand. So I just tested because I got home from work, took the dogs out, and then I found out, oh my God, my blood sugar's really high. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna make this as short as I can here because I really want to go play basketball, or at least just shoot around. I might actually not play basketball because my sugar's high right now, which never happens, and I guess I'll have to talk more about this at another time because I don't want to misrepresent my life as a diabetic. But so I started getting cramps today, and it made me think of my story of how I got diagnosed, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So basically, it was my best friend Squid's 21st birthday at the time. Didn't know I was diabetic. 2 weeks leading prior to his birthday, I was feeling extreme thirst. I was going to the bathroom all of the time. I couldn't like really do my job anymore, which was sitting at a computer for extended periods of time. So I knew something was wrong. But when I went out for Squid's birthday, 21st birthday, we were drinking, of course, and stuff like that. And we were doing what's called Jaeger bombs, which is Red Bull and vodka. Is it Red Bull and vodka? I haven't had them in so long yet. Red Bull and vodka, or no, was it Red Bull and vodka? I don't know what it is. It's basically a very sugary drink. So we did a bunch of those. We had a great time. Went home, or didn't go home. I went to my friend Ian's and we slept over there. So we go over to Ian's. I sleep over. Everything's fine. I wake up in the morning with searing pain up and down both of my legs, and I didn't know what was going on. And what was happening was I had cramps in my thighs and my calves, so like 4 different cramps in both of my legs, and I was like paralyzed. I was like, holy crap, this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And up to that point I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what it was. I didn't Google it. I didn't think to do that. I didn't know what was going on with my body. I was 22 at the time, so I felt like I was Superman. So after that, that actually wasn't the straw that broke the bridge, now that I remember it. The straw that broke the camel's back was maybe like a day after that or something like that. I went to see Thor, the first Thor movie, in 3D. And I come out of the theater after the movie, and I had no idea what I just watched. You know, all action scenes in movies are like really blurry nowadays, and I was like, maybe I just wasn't seeing it that well. Maybe I need glasses or something. Everybody else said they saw the movie just fine. So then my eyes started getting blurry, and that was it for me. I was like, something is definitely wrong. I'm gonna go to the hospital. So I walked into the kitchen one night, like late at night, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna go to the doctors tomorrow because, you know, A, B, and C, and D are wrong with me. And they were like, we're gonna go to the hospital right now. So I went to the hospital with my parents, and they took my blood sugar, and at the time it was 462, I think it was, which normal is anywhere between 80, and then after you eat as a normal person, probably like 120, maybe 150 at its highest, but you usually sit around 80. So being at 462 was definitely a red flag that something was wrong. I remember probably the scariest moment of that first, you know, the first few minutes that I was there talking to a nurse and not even like being like admitted yet, was that I couldn't make the details of the nurse's face out. I couldn't tell if she had green eyes or blue eyes. I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. If I saw her and looked at her in the face and then went on my merry way, I couldn't pick her out of a crowd because I didn't know what she would look like, and I thought that was terrifying. I still kind of thought I was fine. I thought maybe I have like type 2 diabetes. I had just met somebody at work that was type 2 at the time, and I was, you know, I thought, okay, maybe I have that. That makes sense. I'm an adult. You know, usually type 1 diabetes is associated with juveniles, which are, you know, children and stuff like that. So I thought, cool, I'm in the clear. It turns out that's not the case. Actually, I find more and more people now, especially through the power of the internet, in their 20s that get diagnosed with type 1. You can be diagnosed with type 1 at any point in your life. It's a common misconception that it is mainly found in children. Now, I already feel like I'm getting way too in-depth into this. I feel a little bit better now. I gave myself insulin, but I just kind of wanted to say it on the daily vlog now that I do this like every day, and there's going to be a year's worth of videos out there. I feel like this is a part of me that I want to share. It's not something that defines who I am, and that's why it hasn't even been mentioned in the vlogs up until now. And it's definitely a big part of my life, but it's not something that consumes it all of the time. You know, of course, one day actually that I didn't post the vlog that I still owe you guys a video for, I was feeling horrible. I felt horrible all day, and I think that's one of like 90% of the reason why I didn't end up posting that day. Most of the time, I'm fine, and I take care of myself, or I try to. I mean, today, I'm not doing so well, but I try to, and I'm still here. I'm still who I am. I'm still strong, and that's also a point of why I wanted to tell you guys today, because despite this hiccup in my day, which has been good besides this, I'm going to go either train or maybe play a game and hopefully get to film something out there and show you guys that having type 1 diabetes does not make you weak, and having type 1 diabetes does not limit you in anything that you can do. Of course, you have to take precautions, you have to take care of yourself, and it does change how you think. There's been studies out there where, you know, people who are type 1 diabetic commit suicide more. It's definitely an emotionally draining disease because it's 24/7, 365 days a week for the rest of your life. As of right now, there's no cure. So it's just all the time. Numbers, carbs, shots, medicine, doctor's offices. It's a lot. But there are so many people out there who are happy with this, including me. So yeah, I'm sorry to get like super personal today, but I kind of just wanted to say it. I felt like having these cramps today, which I haven't had in maybe even more than a year, I think, it's just like a sign that maybe this was a segue into me showing that I can overcome this, and maybe it'll help somebody out there. I don't know. There's like 10 of you who watch these videos. I have no idea, but I'm going to go play basketball despite being a type 1 diabetic. I mean, if you guys didn't watch any of my old videos and this is the first time you're hearing it, I don't know if you're necessarily shocked because it doesn't really change anything, but yeah. So I'll talk more about it at another point in time, maybe later in this vlog or another vlog, I'm sure, but that is out there now. So yes, I have a disease, I manage it, I live with it, and I'm happy. So I hope you guys, whatever you're going through, you're still happy too, or you're trying to get happier, and you know that whatever it is in your life, you can try your best and you can make it through, because I'm gonna make it through this little speed bump today, and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm not gonna let it stop me, and you shouldn't let anything stop you. Okay, so let's go play basketball, or just me, and you guys can watch. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like I'm telling you guys a secret when it's not a secret to anybody who knows me. They know that this is like an obsession of mine.